Hey everybody, number 96 on the Criterion collection, Written on the Wind, directed by now our good friend Douglas Sirk from the United States from 1956. It's another melodrama, honestly, and Douglas Sirk does decent melodramas, I'll say. And this one is full of big names, especially Rock Hudson and Lauren Bacall. So, the basic plot of this is Rock Hudson's best friend is extremely wealthy. He comes from a very wealthy family who run a very successful business. It's oil, they're in oil. And Rock Hudson works with them. Generally, everybody considers Rock Hudson to be like the solid, steady, good guy, and for his best friend, the oil magnate, to be uh, flighty, carefree, playboy, uh, loves to throw his money around as if it means nothing. Uh, I mean, there's a scene where he's just like, hey, everybody, let's get on the private jet. We're going to France. I want to swim. So I want to go to this beach in France and we're just going to swim. And they do. But that's not the point of the movie. The real point of the movie is Rock Hudson falls in love with Lauren Bacall. Rock Hudson's friend, the oil magnate, also falls in love with Lauren Bacall and does win her over. In her defense, it's not his money that wins her over, because at first his money is going to scare her off, but she sees the genuine person underneath all of that. And they fall in love and they get married. Meanwhile, the oil magnate's sister is in love with Rock Hudson. So Rock Hudson is in love with his best friend's wife, and his best friend's sister is in love with him. She's a disaster, and he wants no part of it. So it's kind of a love quadrangle of just people having issues, and it doesn't end well. I don't want to spoil the end. It is not a happy film, and nobody comes out of this happy. One of the things that really stood out at the time, and I think it's less relevant now, is that this film was seen as a satirical take on the idea of the American dream, or a cynical take, I should say, instead of satirical, because the best friend, his family, the oil family, was depicted as the American dream. Right? They worked hard, they got their money, they're a success, and they're all different degrees of miserable. The oil magnate is a drunk because he keeps seeing everybody compare him to Rock Hudson, and he loses in that comparison, and he takes it real personally. He even struggles to believe his wife doesn't feel the same way, even though she doesn't. Rock Hudson is very clear with his feelings, and she does not take him up on that offer. And he doesn't believe it. Anyway, so that was, at the time, the idea that money can't buy you happiness was seen as groundbreaking. And this movie did end up going for several Oscar nominations, and I think it won in some categories. I'd have to look, as usual, not enough research. Nowadays, I don't think that idea is as revolutionary, right? If you told me that there's this big, wealthy family and they're all miserable, you'd just be like, yeah, I believe it. Because they say money can't buy happiness, and that's true. Money on its own cannot make you happy. I will tell you this, though. A sufficient amount of money can help you get rid of anxieties in your life, can help eliminate problems in your life. Now, that doesn't automatically lead to happiness, right? Happiness is a strange, elusive thing that comes from within. You can have every problem in your life dealt with and you can still not experience happiness. That's where the phrase money can't buy happiness comes from. It doesn't mean that money can't fix problems. Money can fix most problems. And if you have enough money, you have very few problems, really. As we've seen in politics and news, you can throw money at problems. Not having problems doesn't mean you're happy. And that's the point that this movie is coming across with, which at the time was groundbreaking. Now I think it is more accepted, right? So it's not as revolutionary now, but it is still a very decent movie. I've enjoyed both of these melodramas quite a bit. I think they're both very good. I don't know if Douglas Sirk is going to show up again anytime soon, but I kind of hope he does because I've enjoyed these. I might need to search out some more on my own. Anyway, um, it's almost 6 o'clock, which means I have to go to bed because I get up at 4 o'clock for work because I'm insane. So next time, number 97 in the Criterion Collection will be Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee from the United States from 1989. I saw this in film school. It's been a very long time. I remember bits and pieces, so it'll be nice to revisit it and reassess. So I will see you there. As always, thank you for being a part of this. Should you see this film, by the way? Yeah, I think you should. Written on the Wind, just like All That Heavens Allows. They are not happy films. They are not uppers. They are melodramas, but they are very good at what they do. You will feel things. And God, in today's world, sometimes it's nice just to feel a thing about something fictional and not just the impending collapse of everything around us. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.